Hey scientists, Bee here. Imagine you're a scientist trying to understand what's happening deep inside Earth. You already know Earth has layers, but there's a problem. You cannot see those layers and you can't reach them either. Those layers can't be observed directly. So, how do scientists know what Earth is made of beneath the surface? For a long time, that question seemed almost impossible to answer. Then scientists discovered something that could travel through Earth, interact with its layers, and bring information back to us on the surface. Seismic waves. Today, we're going to explore how seismic waves move through Earth and how scientists use them as evidence to understand Earth's interior. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe the three main types of seismic waves, explain how seismic waves move through different materials, and explain how scientists use seismic waves as evidence to study Earth's interior. Let's dive in. When an earthquake happens, energy is released from inside Earth. That energy travels outward through the planet in the form of seismic waves. Seismic waves are vibrations that travel through Earth when energy is released, often during an earthquake, landslide, or volcanic eruption. They aren't something scientists can see directly. Instead, scientists detect them by measuring how the ground moves as the waves pass by. Scientists have discovered that there are three main types of seismic waves, and each one moves through Earth in a different way. The first type is P waves, or primary waves. P waves are the fastest seismic waves. They move by pushing and pulling the ground in the same direction the wave is traveling. P waves can travel through solids, liquids, and gases. In some ways, it is similar to the movement in a slinky. The second type is S waves, or secondary waves. S waves move more slowly than P waves and move the ground side to side, at right angles to the direction the wave is traveling. Unlike P waves, S waves can only travel through solid materials. The third type is surface waves. Surface waves travel along Earth's surface rather than through its interior. They move more slowly than P and S waves, but they usually cause the strongest ground movement at the surface. Some surface waves move in a rolling motion, like ocean waves, while others move the ground side to side. That strong shaking is what causes most of the damage during an earthquake. Each type of seismic wave carries different information, which helps scientists learn more about Earth's interior. But many seismic waves travel deep beneath our feet. So how do scientists detect and record something they cannot see? To study seismic waves, scientists need a way to record them. That is where seismographs come in. A seismograph is an instrument that detects and records ground motion as seismic waves pass through Earth. The record it creates is called a seismogram. When an earthquake occurs, different seismic waves arrive at a seismograph at different times. Take a closer look at this seismogram. You can see several different wave patterns recorded at different times. Before I label anything, pause for a moment and think. Based on what you already learned about seismic waves, which type of wave do you think each part of the seismogram represents? Pause the video and record your prediction in your guided notes. Be sure to explain your reasoning. Because P waves travel the fastest, they are recorded first. S waves are recorded next, and surface waves appear later on the seismogram. By examining the patterns on a seismogram, scientists can tell when an earthquake occurred, how far away it was, and which types of seismic waves were detected. Scientists compare seismograms from many locations around the world. This allows them to track how seismic waves traveled through Earth, because their movement depends on the material they pass through. And it was while comparing seismograms from earthquakes that scientists began to notice some interesting patterns. So they began asking a new question. What could seismic waves reveal about what Earth is made of beneath the surface? The way seismic waves change speed, direction, or disappear as they travel through Earth gives scientists clues about the materials and layers inside the planet. When scientists mapped where different waves were detected after large earthquakes, they noticed that S waves were missing from certain regions. But what does that tell us? Imagine scientists are studying a large earthquake and collecting seismogram data from different locations around the world. At location A, both P waves and S waves are detected. At location B, P waves are detected, but S waves are not. Remember, S waves can only travel through solids, so which claim is best supported by this evidence? Claim A, the path to location B includes liquid material inside Earth. Claim B, the earthquake was weaker in the direction of location B. Claim C, the seismograph at location B was broken. Pause the video and explain your reasoning in your guided notes. This pattern told scientists that part of Earth's interior must be liquid because S waves cannot travel through liquids. At the same time, P waves were still detected, showing that those layers of Earth were not completely empty. By carefully examining this seismic evidence, scientists concluded that Earth has a liquid outer core and a solid inner core, surrounded by this solid mantle and crust. In this way, seismic waves provided evidence that supported the layered model of Earth. Now you know that seismic waves are vibrations released during earthquakes and other events, that different types of seismic waves move through Earth in different ways, and that scientists use the behavior of these waves as evidence to understand the layers and materials inside Earth. Be sure to complete the questions and extension activities that go with this lesson to practice thinking about seismic waves like an Earth scientist. And remember, in Earth science, as in life, you rock.
Hey, hey.